Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Tuesday, 10th September 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Venezuelan opposition leader, who is widely regarded as president-elect, granted asylum in Spain. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Venezuelan opposition presidential candidate Edmundo Gonzalez flew into Spain to seek asylum, hours after quitting his country amidst a political and diplomatic crisis over July's disputed election. More in this Reuters news item.
Gonzalez, who has challenged Maduro's declaration of victory, arrived at the Torrejón de Ardoz military base with his wife, Spain's foreign ministry said in a statement. The exit of the 75-year-old, seen by the U.S., EU, and other major powers as the winner of the election, came a week after Venezuelan authorities issued an arrest warrant for him, accusing him of conspiracy and other crimes. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell in a statement said it was, quote, a sad day for democracy in Venezuela, adding that no political leader should be forced to seek asylum in another country. Venezuela's opposition say the July 28th election resulted in a resounding victory for Gonzalez and published vote tallies online that they say show he won. Maduro has dismissed all such assertions and says there was a right-wing plot to sabotage his government. Gonzalez's move to Spain marked another jolting shift in the fortunes of the former diplomat who came out of retirement and took over the candidacy in March, initially as a placeholder after opposition leader Maria Corina Machado and then another replacement could not stand. Machado confirmed on X that Gonzalez was now in Spain, adding he had fled to protect, quote, his freedom, his integrity, and his life. She said he would continue to fight for the opposition from Spain and vowed that on January 10th of 2025, Gonzalez would be sworn in as Venezuela's president.
In the meantime, Venezuela said Saturday it was revoking permission for Brazil to represent Argentina's diplomatic interests in the country in a messy aftermath of President Nicolas Maduro's disputed re-election. Details in this France 24 English report.
Patrol vehicles are deployed outside Argentina's embassy compound in Caracas. Venezuela's opposition says the embassy is under siege and the electricity supply has been cut off. 6 Venezuelan opposition officials are sheltering in the embassy. In ongoing tension, Venezuela has revoked permission for Brazil to represent Argentina's interests in the country, saying Venezuela was forced to take this decision motivated by the proof that the diplomatic mission's venue is used by Venezuelan justice fugitives to plan terrorist activities and murder attempts against Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro Moros and Vice President Delcy Rodriguez Gomez. Brazil says it will continue to represent Argentina's interests in Venezuela and keep custody of the embassy until Buenos Aires names another country to do it that is acceptable to Venezuela. Argentina said any attempt to invade or kidnap the asylum seekers would be harshly condemned by the international community. In March, 6 people sought asylum in the embassy in Caracas after a prosecutor ordered their arrest on charges including conspiracy. These latest actions by the Venezuelan government follow an announcement by Argentina's foreign ministry on Friday saying it would ask the International Criminal Court to issue an arrest warrant against Maduro for events after July's disputed elections that gave him a third term. On Thursday, Maduro called Argentina's President Javier Milei an imbecile after Milei criticized Maduro's decree to bring Christmas forward to the 1st of October. Argentina is one of 7 Latin American countries whose diplomatic staff were asked to leave Caracas following Maduro's election.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick,
in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force and its capacity to address the problem of illegal firearms has been boosted with a donation of a laptop from the Organization of American States, OAS. This laptop, which is equipped with special software, was handed over at a brief ceremony on Wednesday at the police headquarters. Zane Romulus of the DBS News World reports.
The proliferation of and illicit trafficking in small arms and light weapons continues to be a problem, even as the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has registered greater success in getting these weapons off the streets in St. Lucia. The Organization of American States, the OAS, has made a small but significant donation towards improving the RSLPF's capacity to fight the illegal weapons problem. A laptop with special software that will contribute to the task of identifying illegal weapons and enabling the police to maintain an inventory of these weapons. The donation came as the new acting police commissioner held his first press conference announcing a plan to tackle the island's crime problem.
It is my opinion that we should have a collaborative approach towards crime reduction, and it is one that should have a multi-sectorial approach. And it's only appropriate that this morning that the OAS is here with me to make a small contribution.
Resident representative of the OAS in St. Lucia, Lili Ching Soto, has welcomed the acting commissioner's call for a collaborative approach to crime fighting. She noted that ensuring the security of the peoples of the Americas is a key pillar of the OAS.
I feel very honored and privileged to be able to be among you today to present a little bit of a token from the OAS Department of Public Security. That is only a manifestation of what we've been doing through the years. We have multidimensional security is one of our main pillars of work at the OAS, and we have been working on a program to deal with small arms and light weapons, and this is part of a specific program requested by the states that deals with inventory of small arms and light weapons. So I am very happy to present to you a laptop that will help with the software.
The RSLPF's half-yearly report for 2024 indicates that around 40 firearms have been recovered so far this year, with pistols being the most frequently recovered weapons. While the report shows improvements in removing illegal firearms from off the streets, the prevalence of illegal weapons continues to be a problem. Out of the 54 homicides that have occurred up to that date, the majority, 32 to be exact, were committed using firearms. According to the acting commissioner, this latest donation will be another small tool the police can use to deal with the problem. For the TBS News World, I am Zane Romulus.
The British High Commission in Trinidad and Tobago has engaged the expertise of Chief Economist to the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office of the UK, Professor Adnan Khan, for economic collaboration and sustainable development with Trinidad and Tobago. More in the CNC3 Business Watch from Geisha Colasar Alonso.
Chief Economist to the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office of the UK, Professor Adnan Khan, wants to share his expertise with this country, drawing on his experiences and lessons he acquired from the past 30 years in working with other countries. Khan says investments are a key factor in taking a country to the next level.
Investments in human capital, investing in people, investing in firms, creating an enabling environment for the private sector, undertaking difficult reforms, reform that may be painful in the shorter run, but are needed by the country in the longer run.
Khan, who was on a 2-day visit to TNT, spoke to Business Watch before he left on Thursday. He says he met with various stakeholders, including business chambers and academia, and also gained a better understanding of the local landscape. Meanwhile, British High Commissioner to TNT, Harriet Cross, also spoke to Business Watch and adds that Khan's visit can help this country achieve its economic development plans.
One of the reasons that we're interested in his expertise is it helps us decide how we plan our engagement with Trinidad and Tobago. Where are the priority areas where the UK might add value to a particular area of the economy or a particular area of skills and expertise that our interlocutors might think actually this would help take Trinidad and Tobago to the next level.
Core findings from a crime dynamics study conducted by USAID shows that there are 15 gangs in St. Kitts and Nevis and some 323 gang members. Andre Huey of SKN Newsline reports.
The findings relied on several data sources in the Federation, which were presented by Dr. Randy Siprasad at the launch of the 90-day Citizen Security Consultation at the Kuna Conference Center in Fordlands. Dr. Siprasad was from the University of the West Indies research team that worked on the study, which covered up to June 2023.
This particular chart derives from police expert data. When we collected the data from all police station districts in St. Kitts and Nevis, we discovered that there were around 15 gangs with a total of 323 gang members or 323 known gang members, with an approximate 20 persons per gang in St. Kitts and Nevis. Now, this particular chart derives from school data. I want to stress that we collected data looking at the more serious types of gangs that the police would be interested in, but we also collected data from school youths, as I indicated at the outset. And this is something that is really, really important to get a handle on and to collect data on, because one of the things that we've found across the Caribbean region is that school youths are affiliated with gangs, and some of them indeed are gang members. And when there are gang clashes out there in the communities, these are sometimes mirrored within the school system.
The study also broke down the gang homicide network in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And what the findings suggest is that the bulk of murders, gang-related murders, that involve more than one gang occur between the KMS and the Tech Life gang. And you would notice that, or you would know that the Tech Life gang had split into two some time ago, two factions some time ago, which we label as KMS 1 and KMS 2. The KMS gang had split into two factions, and there is rivalry between these factions as well, resulting in deaths of persons. And my understanding is that the Tech Life gang has also split. That could be confirmed, but my understanding is that the Tech Life gang has also experienced a split, and that, of course, is something that could lead to homicide. But what it suggests is that if you focus, especially the suppression efforts, but also the preventative efforts, then you need to focus them as well on specific gangs. And in this case, the problem is primarily delimited to KMS and Tech Life.
Also presented in the study were the causative factors for gang violence in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And one of the things that you see here coming out of the school youth data is that adverse childhood experiences, meaning things that happen when children are very young, quite often within the family setting, adverse childhood experiences have a really big impact on gang membership. And it applies both to the self-nominated gang membership as well as the Eurogang membership measures. So having collected multiple measures of gang membership, we're actually able to run our statistical models using the different measures to look at what is consistent across the measures.
This data-driven approach presents a clear picture of the current situation and is critical to formulating long-term solutions. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.